Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Tundra 1794 edition in the color Smoke Mesquite. Let's take a look. Starting up front underneath the hood, we have the twin turbo 3.4 liter V6 engine. It is automatic transmission, gets up to 389 horsepower, 479 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 11,045 pounds, payload up to 1,665. Up front, you've got your LED headlamps, daytime running lights, and fog lights down below. Across the front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules. These guys are your front parking sensors. On the front grille, you have the Tundra logo stamped in, and then underneath the Toyota logo is the front-facing camera. Onto the side here, you have the 20-inch alloy wheels, then 1794 edition plaques on both of your front doors. Side mirrors include integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and you've got additional cameras underneath to contribute to the surround view camera effect. Looking at either one of your front handles, you'll find this little dimple there. We're going to talk about this guy a bit more, though, on the driver's side. Heading back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting. In the back, we have the bed lamps turned on. These guys can be turned off as well, or work automatically with opening and closing of doors. If you look between the two lights back here, you'll find a camera there. We will talk about the function for that guy when we get up front. Up front, we'll also talk about the function of your power adjustable rear windshield. Now, on the back of the unit, just like up front, you've got backup parking sensors that go the whole way across. Left-hand side, you have your 4x4 badge. In the middle, down below, you have your hitch receiver and spare is mounted underneath. And then on the right-hand corner on the back of the bed, you have the 1794 edition logo stamped in. On your handle here is your backup camera. To open up your bed space, you can reach into your handle and press the button here. There is a second method, but we'll take a look at that for closing it up instead. Now, Tundra logo across the back. Take a look inside of the bed itself. Of course, you have the bed lamp lighting here. You've also got your tie-down hooks, bed rails with adjustable cleats, and to the right is a power outlet. To close up your back, you've got two options. One of them is to reach and lift up your tailgate as you would typically. If you do this, it will continue to kick in and bring itself the rest of the way up. The other option works for both opening and closing. It's just this little button on the rear driver's side tail light that releases your power adjustable liftgate. Next, let's take a look at the back. In the inside here, you have your interior upholstery. It is the Saddle Tan 1794 edition exclusive leather. It also has this light cream colored stitching, and you'll find these charcoal accent points on the seats there as well. In between the two sides in the back here, you have a folding down armrest / cup holder. You can easily tuck this guy up and away if you'd like to increase seating capacity. Then next to your middle headrest or your rear passenger headrest, you have this fabric strap. Reach up and release this guy. In order to access the storage spaces in behind your seats, you've got your toolkit back there. Then on the driver's side, you have one of your JBL speakers. You have this premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout your unit. More storage continues underneath of the seats here, so just reach down and lift the seat upwards to get access to this. We've got a couple of different accessories stored in here right now. This includes the hitch itself, as well as the Tundra carpeted mat. This storage space goes all the way across both sides of the bench in the back. Looking up overhead now, inside there is this panoramic moonroof for everybody to be able to enjoy. Then on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your cup holder spaces. And then on the back, you've got 3 levels here with heated and cooled seats. Blue for cool, red for heat, one for the driver's side, one for the passenger side. Down below, you've got your charger ports, and all new units come with both rubber and carpeted mats. The 1794 comes with a 1794 edition exclusive all-season mat set. Inside of your door, you have your storage spaces. This is getting our first glimpse at this real walnut wood grain trim. You'll find lots of this in the front cab space. Then, if you look underneath, you'll also find this ambient lighting that runs along. Of course, this stands out better at nighttime, but it is standing out and looking beautiful all times of day. Here, of course, we have your power window control. You've got your speakers in your door, and then we also have a built-in sunshade. So this guy pops out, rolls all the way up top, and then locks into place on these little hooks, helping to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes without taking away the view from outside. Of course, this can just as easily unhook, roll all the way back down, and then goes completely flush in with the door frame. Now, backing into this little dimple, this guy indicates keyless entry. So if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand up top here or inside of your handle to lock and unlock your unit. Inside the driver's door, power windows for both front and back. You've got your window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. On the left here, this allows the side mirrors to fold in flat with the body of your unit. You can keep it set to A for automatic, so they will fold and unfold if you lock and unlock with a key fob, or you can manually adjust these guys at any point in time. Underneath this is your memory seat settings, which of course means you have electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, lumbar support, as well as underneath support at the front there. Then you've got your hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, controls for your rear bed lamp lighting, your automatic headlamps, automatic start-stop, dash brightness, odometer trip, rear parking sensors, your AC 120 volt, and the heated steering wheel control. Lastly, you have your power tilt and telescopic steering wheel controls on the left-hand side of the steering column itself. Now, taking a look at your steering wheel, this guy is black leather with cream-colored stitching. Left-hand side, controls there are for the dash display. Then you've got your hands-free communication and volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls in the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes both a sonar and lane departure. If you look straight ahead, you'll find this little cutout in your dash. Now, looking forward, if you look right along here, you'll see a couple of metrics being displayed. This is your heads-up display. It is a built-in feature. It allows you to keep your eyes on the road while also being able to always see some of the most pertinent information for when you're driving. There's a few different things you can choose to have displayed up here. Currently, this includes both the compass and your speedometer. To the right, you have this little storage space with a 12-volt adapter on the left-hand corner. And then underneath is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now, we are looking at the optional navigation, which you can choose to connect through Toyota Connected Services. Then you have audio listening, AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters throughout, such as this guy on the bottom right-hand corner. Then you have Bluetooth connectivity for your personal device. You've got two things in here. One is your typical trip info, but the other one is your massage seat controls. So both the front passenger and the driver have this. You tap on the seat, and then you can see all of the different settings that you have available to yourself. You can flip through and see as the lights change to see what area these affect and what pattern they do so in. You can also adjust your intensity and just choose to have the power turned on or off. Then all the way at the bottom here is where you have all your settings. So everything from personal profile, Bluetooth information, Wi-Fi display, dealer info, apps, etc. Underneath, volume control is on the left-hand corner here. Then you have your climate control center. Dual climate control up front means driver and front passenger can either sync up temperatures or you can turn that off so that they can function independently. On each side, we have 3 levels for both heated and cooled seats. Just like in the back, it's blue for cool, red for heat, driver, and front passenger. Defrost for front and rear windshield, as well as your side mirrors is right in the middle. To the left of this, you have your push start ignition and trailer brake controls here as well as here. Then you have your surround view cameras. So if you give this guy a press, your infotainment will turn to this full surround view look of your unit. I have the driver's door open right now, so there's a bit of distortion in the imaging, which is not typically present. And you can also change here to get higher or lower from your vehicle at any point in time. You can even pause in your current direction if you want to keep facing that way to keep looking. More adjustments available in the bottom right-hand corner icon. To get rid of this screen, you can press the same button you did to pop it up, or hit the X in your top left-hand corner. Next to that, you have your traction control 4-ways and the power tailgate release. Then up front, you have your parking brake and parking hold, gear shift in the center, 2-wheel 4-high and 4-low controls, as well as your driving versus towing mode. Lots of storage all throughout the middle space up front. Starting all the way up here, you have a wireless charging pad here. It has bumpers on the sides and the bottom, ensuring any phone placed in there will be nice and secure, not be slip-sliding around while you're driving. Having this feature means you don't have to worry about having charging cords in your vehicle ever again. Of course, if that is your preference, there are plenty of adapters available for your use, and there's plenty of additional storage space left around it. Behind that, you have your little pop-away cup holders. Again, we have more of this wood grain trim. We'll see it in the center dash, as well as on the passenger side dash up top there. Then you have the main console itself. So this tray up front can be slid back to get quick, easy access inside. You can also open it up from either side. Just press in the button and swing it up. Then you've got interior lights stemming from the back. Lots of different storage arrangements available, and you've got some chargers you can see on the front end. On the right-hand side, you have more of that wood grain, as we said. You've got the 1794 edition on the right-hand corner. Ambient lighting you can see glowing underneath, and more of this dual tone now of the lighter and darker of the saddle tan leather. Underneath, you've got a lockable glove box. Up overhead on the rear view mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots. Those guys are garage door openers. Right now you've got a normal reflective rear view mirror, but if you flip the switch, this guy turns to a camera view instead. The reason this can be so nice is that sometimes when you're driving, you have either cargo or passengers that are being a distraction in the back, or they could even be partially, if not fully, blocking the view behind yourself. If you've ever struggled with this, struggle no more. You can flip the switch and see directly out the back of your unit without looking through the cab in order to do so. This takes advantage of the camera that I pointed out near the top of the video when we're looking in the back at the bed lamps up top near the roof of the vehicle. This takes advantage of the camera that is up there. Then, all the way up top, you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls, which includes the mood/ambient lighting. You have controls up top here, of course, for the panoramic moonroof. And lastly, on the left-hand corner is the adjustments for the power-adjustable rear windshield. Take a look at it in action. Press the button in to have it roll down, pull the button up to have it roll closed. You can pause at any point along the way to suit your preference. Great feature for getting extra airflow inside of your front cab space. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Tundra 1794 edition in the color Smoke Mesquite. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.